When I was in my first year of MBBS, one of my professors told me this. Manoj, don't study just for the sake of exams. Study to understand the concepts and to apply that knowledge in your practice. This changed my entire approach towards learning in MBBS. Even a small suggestion like this during your initial days of the college can change your perspective about learning and the course. Hello everyone, I'm Manoj, currently a third year medical student from Bangalore. Today I'll give you an overview of first year MBBS, and as a senior, I have to give some tips to survive your first year of MBBS. I want to tell you something. You have to work hard. You have to put your time and efforts to pass your first year and gain some knowledge. It doesn't mean you have to become a nerd and always keep studying. You can actually do both. You can be a good student and also have fun, provided you learn time management. Okay, let's get into the main topic. We all know how good lectures are in medical colleges, but there will be few professors who put their efforts in making PPTs and teach you so that you can understand it. Listen to them. Try to get those PPTs and make notes if possible, because this can save you hours of efforts in understanding those concepts. I can't stress more on this. All the information that you study in your first year is very volatile. The only way you can remember is through self-study, by revising it multiple times. There will be people who say, just study before exams, you can easily pass. Listen to me. At least for this year, you don't have the liberty to study just before the exams. Study from the beginning itself, otherwise you'll regret at the end. Devote at least 2 hours daily for self-study, and consistency will definitely pay off. Don't be a dumb person and mug up everything. Understand the concepts and try to retain as much as possible. Okay, how do you do this? See, in every subject there will be concepts to understand and facts to remember. For concepts, put your efforts in understanding them, and when you try to revise it next time, you will get it. Facts are hard to remember, so you end up forgetting them every time. The best way to remember is through frequent revisions. Take sticky notes, write down whatever the points you want to remember and stick them on the wall where you can revise it daily. Before going to bed, take a look at them, and now you can remember all these facts with ease. Let's talk about the subjects individually. There are 2 problems with anatomy. The syllabus is vast and there is a lot to remember. I'm not here to just talk about the problems, but also to give you solutions. Don't try to remember all the information that has been given in the textbook, because it's impractical. To understand the concepts, take the help of diagrams. Visualize the things. If it is difficult for you, then use Netter's Atlas. It has very useful visuals to make you understand things better. Still, if you are not able to grasp it, take the help of internet. There are some amazing videos on YouTube. Make use of them and get the concepts cleared. Dissection is the best way to learn anatomy and build your visual memory. Most importantly, make your own notes, especially for anatomy. There are many benefits of making notes. I want to mention 2 of them. First, when you make notes, your level of understanding will be high and you remember it with ease. Second, you are condensing the huge information from the textbooks, and when you try to revise it next time, it becomes easy for you. I understand making notes will consume a lot of time, but trust me, this is going to help you on your exams and also for your upcoming years, because you need the knowledge of anatomy for every other subject. All these subjects are very volatile. The only way to retain them is by revision. Revise once in a week or once in 15 days or even a month, but try to revise. If you want a detailed video on how to study anatomy, how to make notes, and how to present your answers to fetch you more marks in the exams, let me know that in the comment section. I'll make a detailed video on it. If you can't make notes for this, at least highlight the important points so that you can revise these important points during your exams. There are amazing flowcharts given in GKPAL. Make use of them to retain the concepts. Many people don't like biochemistry, but it was one of the easiest subjects for me. To be honest, I did not give much time for biochemistry. All I did was focusing on lectures, being active in SGDs and practicals. It also depends on the resources that you are using. I'm making a video on resources for first year MBBS. Make sure you watch that. To understand the concepts, you can use Vasudevan and Satyanarayan. There is this amazing book called RM Prasad. You can use this before your exams. It has all the condensed information, so you can easily retain and reproduce it in the exams. Note, use this only before your exams. Learning theory is very easy. You can grasp it from the textbooks or with the help of internet. But practicals are different. You'll get it only when you do it. At the end of the year, you can't stand like a dumb guy in front of the examiner. So please be active in the practicals. Man, practicals are fun. Learn by enjoying it. The marks that you get in the exams not only depend on the amount of knowledge you have, it actually depends more on how well you present your answers. In your final exams, evaluator gets only 5 minutes to correct your entire paper. It doesn't know about you, it doesn't know how much knowledge you have. All he can see is how well you have presented your answers. The more you make it easy for the evaluator to correct the paper, the more marks you get. There are a few points to consider while presenting your answers. First, never write in paragraphs, write your answers in points. Second, highlight the keywords. Third, if it is very important point, put a cloud or box to it. In anatomy, it is diagrams, in physiology, flowcharts, and in biochemistry, it is those cycles and equations that can fetch you more marks. To write your final exams, there is a eligibility criteria. You need to have 75% of attendance in theory and 80% in practicals. And you need to get 40% of minimum marks in your internals. In most of the colleges, it is being followed strictly and you'll get into trouble at the end. If you have less attendance, you'll have to compensate it by attending extra classes, and if you don't have eligible marks, you'll have to give remedial exams at the end of the year. Instead of preparing for your final exams, you'll be busy compensating your attendance. So make sure you attend your classes properly and give enough time for your studies. You'll be having many presentations, role plays, and many other activities. Try to be active in them and build your communication skills. You'll get to experience a lot. It helps you to overcome stage fear and boost your confidence. Especially if you're an introvert, please get out of your comfort zone and start doing things.
All work, no pleasure.
College life is not just about studies. It is also about friends, parties, exploring new things, overcoming fears, and especially making great memories. Breaks in between studies are very necessary, otherwise you'll end up with burnouts. A break doesn't mean fancy trips, it can be a small thing that makes you happy. Also, there will be many events in the college. In our college, we have College Fest, Ganesh Chaturthi, Kannada Rajyotsava, and many other events. Try to participate in these events and make your first year memorable. All I want to say is, don't worry about anything, actually you can manage it well. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to watch how my first year was, you can watch this video. See, I understand making notes will consume a lot of time, but trust me, this is gonna help you in your exams. This is a fine last take.